on Memorial Day, back when I had the Mosin gun. And, he's just like a like-minded individual like me. Before we go, let me run a couple things down with you real quick, because I wasn't able to talk about it too much in detail over the phone. My goal is my motivation, what I'm trying to do, and their motivation is about the same. The three of the people that come with me, Reggie, David, and Scott, and they have a little bit of their own goals that they would like to, spread also awareness, and they let me know about it. And 9 times out of 10, I say, cool, I'm all down with that. Even in fact, to my knowledge, I have to say, no, I'm not down with that. We're spreading constitutional awareness. We're spreading awareness of men and women who have died for our freedom since 1775. We're spreading awareness of men and women who are still fighting for our freedoms. You might say anything you want to say about Vietnam, about the Iraq wars, about Afghanistan. In my opinion, that's the politicians mess up. We got men and women over there fighting for us. The other thing is we're spreading self-protection, the knowledge of self-protection in general. That means you want to not protect yourself when you say, I'm fine. I know I can protect myself, but I'm good. Or I want to take martial art class lessons. Or I want to carry around a pocket knife. Or I want to carry around a can of mace. Or get a concealed weapons permit, or open carry, whether it be open carrying handgun like me and you are, or open carrying a long gun, like I am. Just the fact that we can spread awareness to people about self-protection in general is what we're trying to also do. And then the thing that I try to also tell people when we're here is if they have any misconceptions about firearms in general, like people look at this and say this is an assault rifle, or this is a machine gun. It's not. It's federally defined as a modern sporting rifle. There's no difference between this and a Remington 7400, which is a semi-automatic 30-06, 308, 240, 70, whatever caliber you want. Hunting rifle. It's just, it looks different. We're a goal that me and Scotty have, and Reggie, I don't know how David feels, if we would like to start spreading awareness about the militia, about the militia rights in general, like what does it need to be in the militia in Virginia, the legalities of it, both on the federal level and the state level.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. So, I mean, let me just say something, right there. This is the militia. Like every time Glenn and I go out, and there's a number of other people, we go down to the Federal Reserve Bank, or we'll go to the Virginia State Capitol. Of course, we're always armed and everything's always loaded. I always just carry around that, but other people are carrying AR-15s loaded, ready. We're going down to these places, and we comprehend what the law is. Because the law says that, the people ordain the government, and I'm one of the people. I mean, those people
are one of the people too.
They could be. They because
they have the ability
because when somebody talks about the Constitution, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But people have to comprehend what actually the Constitution says and what it means. So we're forming that. It's already formed. Yeah. We're mustering. I thought you said you were attending the muster at the.
I think I am. I get off at 2:30 at work. No ways around that. I don't know what time it was meeting.
It's January 15th, so it's the first day of the General Assembly. We've done the occupation of the General Assembly, and we've gone down to the state General Assembly. Hey, I'm chatting with you on clickers.
So real quickly, so I can say this, and then we can get on going. So where I leave off about the whole militia part, and we're also trying. Eventually, we would like to attend city council meetings and other legal meetings where citizens can voice their opinions, and we would like to bring up the topic of Virginia should be a constitutional carry state, because look at what happened in Georgia, and the crime rate has already started to plummet. Right now, we really don't consider it brings a bad taste in my mouth to consider us a group, because it's just a bunch of like-minded individuals that have gotten together. But obviously, we have the Facebook page, so I guess you could say we're a group. When people walk with us, I have no problem with people walking with us and exercising our constitutional rights and passing out flyers or informing the public about everything I just said. We just try to keep it civil. I know we have the rights that we have, but for right now on the stage that I'm at, and the people like David, Reggie, and Scotty who are with me, we're just trying to keep it, we're trying to start it small, let it grow, keep it civil, non-confrontational. I don't care if somebody comes up in your face and says, fuck you, or whatnot, just walk away. Because, at least when you're with me, because that keeps, I know we have the right to talk to them if they still cuss at us. But when that happens, we just walk away. All of our police encounters that we've ever had have gone like this. We're walking down the street, we see a squad car. They're either outside their squad car already, or they're in their squad car, and we walk up on the sidewalk, and they approach us. They say, "Hey, how are you doing?" It's usually the same officer. There's a foot/bicycle unit who patrols Cary Street, and then there's a car unit that patrols Cary Street. It's usually the same officer. Sometimes you run into other ones. They usually say, "Hey, how you doing?" I say, "Hey, good." They say, "You know why we're here? We got a call. We just got to make contact. You know that." And we say to them, "We understand." And then we tell them, I just politely say to them, if we behave ourselves appropriately, we just ask as you as police officers to behave yourselves appropriately.
I've had plenty of experience, and
Don't call a SWAT team on us. And then usually they have about a 5-minute conversation about chatting with a gun with us, about chatting about guns, and then they let us go.
I don't tolerate that sort of thing from my servants. Hello? 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 Yeah, we comprehend the law. I know that the people, they're in charge of the government. I know that the current government is 100% unlawful. I know the police know me, and I don't deal with any sort of low-level police. And when I deal with the chief of police, I deal with him like I deal with any other criminal that I've proven that has committed, any number of different crimes. So we've got plenty of experience. I don't defer any of my rights at any point. I have plenty of experience in dealing with the public, and people around here know me. And look, my rights are infinite until they start infringing on yours, and at that point, that's the only law that I abide by, because
that's really all I wanted to tell you about and inform you.
Right on, and definitely, like every individual under the law, they have to defend these mercenary actions and about the Zionist banking cartel, that the so-called United States military is involved in. That's doing the opposite of protecting my business.
Talking about that.
So, just so we get that on camera, that's the opposite of protecting my business. And we got the thing of false muster, and basically Jefferson Manual 4, which is a template, and we put in the Declaration of Rights. It's not just Article 1, Section 18, the calls from militia, but we put in all of those, and especially the parts where it say the people, huh? Yeah, I think that was you packing down the when the phone rang. It's 224 number or something like that. Yeah, that's the number when I pick up the phone that's calling me.
Well, right now, I'm just this is an unscheduled freedom law. I got a gift from what I jacked for a friend of mine, and I collect playing cards. I don't ever open them up. I just collect them. I have dozens of packets, not like Pokemon cards or Magic cards or just normal poker cards or playing cards. And, and I just collect them. And so usually when I'm in grade school, I'm going to one of the jacks and buy cards. So has he been with you for a while?
Oh, yeah.
He's
Definitely.
doing this sort of thing since 1978.
Really?
Well, I've been awake since '78. I've been doing photography and video since '96.
When you say awake, you mean you were born in '78?
No, I mean I woke up to what was going on in the world with what was the crime and everything else, and how the government was corrupt and everything else like that. That's what I mean by awake. I witnessed the corruption. I seen what was going on. I went in the Army. I was there through Rex 84. I was there in 86, 87. And found out all that they were doing that. It's like,
I just think it's funny because I know that, you know, the whole mainstream media outlets got a hold of the thing for the 4th of July. But I just think it's funny that some of the sub media outlets you really don't hear about, like the allegations they have made against me personally are absolutely ridiculous. Like one of them flat out said he looks like he's a homosexual, which, you know what, at the end of the day I know that I'm not gay, and you know, you can publish anything you want about me on news, on TV, and
I've had the police in my house illegally over false allegations for doing child porn. CPS in my house for the same thing. The pedophile CPS agent went to prison. I've taken on FedBook. Got them in the New York Post for running the child porn. Talked to the FBI about that. So yeah, I've been very active since about 2006.
The way I look at it is I don't care if you're protesting for or you're bringing activism or awareness for anything, as long as you're getting out and you're doing something. It's better than sitting around doing nothing.
Yep.
That's why, you know, when people were like, well, why don't you just not do it on the 4th of July? Well, you know, I mean, you know, I figured I wouldn't sit around and do nothing. I wouldn't sit at the house, eat hamburgers and hot dogs and get fat, you know?
Yeah.
To quote Adam Kokesh. I do have to say, I mean, I was surprised he didn't do anything again this year for the 4th of July.
I think that arrest took a lot out of him.
Yeah.
I mean, I've noticed that since he was arrested, he hasn't been as vocal.
Yeah.
Well, it'll do it to you. I mean,
Hey, Chris. Yeah. I'm going to run in here real quick and grab my last year to one of the jacks and grab what I need.
Oh, okay.
So I'll be out.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Just chill out the shade and by the way.
Yeah, I mean, this was it. I mean, guns are, you know, outrageously expensive. Yeah, I put this one on right away.
Yeah.